Do it? Yeah. We're live.
And now we are live
We're live.
on the Music Cafe.
Yeah. So, should we should go through. We should have done it already. Hold up.
That's fine.
I just have to double check to see if this is actually going through.
We don't have any watchers or viewers yet.
No.
So
Yeah. What? There it is.
is it working?
Yeah.
Can you hear it?
I have to watch it in the app, so.
Oh.
Gosh dang it. I gotta download the app real quick. I got supplies. Hey. Dude. That bridge was so good.
Super good.
Dude, it's so good. Okay, hold on. Let me find. I gotta stop. I delete Facebook all the time off my phone, and then I have to get it back all the time.
What, you have to watch? You have to watch
you
the
have
video
to do it, you have
in
to do
the
it
app?
through the app.
That's
is
dumb.
what it's saying.
That's kind of dumb.
Dude, what? I don't think it's gonna let me do
Download the app?
it. Yeah,
Why?
because it's saying it's over 150 megabytes.
You add a space.
No, it's just saying because I'm on LTE or something, which has never been a thing before.
You can connect to my Wi-Fi if you want.
Here. So I'm not shouting out your Wi-Fi on here.
Yeah.
Scott's Wi-Fi, everybody tune in. Here we go. Anybody wants to log in?
Mm-hmm.
All 0 of you.
Oh, yeah. The whole community.
Okay, let me try this again.
Also, did you
There we go.
read that article Charlie sent us?
It's interesting, and I have some issues with it.
Okay. We can talk
Not with the article, but with the points that it's making.
about it. Okay.
And I agree with it.
Mhm.
And like, we should bring that up today,
Yeah.
honestly.
We'll go through it.
Because it brings up some serious concerns about copyright.
Yep.
Yeah. If I'm sure we're on the same page. Okay, now I have to open this,
Yeah.
and I have to log in as me. I am Joe. Would I like to allow notification? Dude, there we are. I'm looking at my phone.
It'll probably take a second to come through.
Yeah. I'm going to watch me wave to myself. It's
Come
so
through?
delayed. It's so delayed.
That's all right.
We're
Way-
live enough. We're live enough. But anyway.
And I hope the audio is working for everyone too.
Oh, we have one viewer, but it's me. I commented.
Oh, you got the feedback in there.
Yeah.
You got the loop.
All right, cool. I'm gonna.
I don't know if that's actually coming through on microphones or not, but hold on.
It might be. Do you want me to?
No, that's fine. We'll leave it.
I'm
It'll
sure
be
it's
fine.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So we have so much like time that we have recorded so far in Pro Tools right now.
Yeah, that's
we'll edit that
5
out for
minutes.
YouTube.
Totally.
All
All right. Welcome to the Music Cafe, everyone. And this is episode 10, and
Big celebratory episode 10.
I didn't even
We're
mean
live.
to do it on
Yeah.
episode 10, but it
Yeah.
happened to be. We are doing a Facebook Live video that we are going to then post on our YouTube page
We're up
later.
We're up with the kids. We know
Yeah,
what
we're-
they're up to.
We're trying to stay up, and technology is great. The future is now.
Also coffee.
Also, new type of coffee today.
New type. I don't know what.
Javalia.
Javalia. I keep setting the coffee next to the coaster and not on it.
And we have these cool coasters that I got for Christmas. They
put that up there.
They're vinyl. They look like miniature records. Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. Neato. Anyway, today's episode is going to focus a lot on the Grammys. I don't know if anyone watched it.
Yeah.
We are terrible music industry people and did not watch it, but we have some pretty strong opinions about. You don't have to watch it to stay up to date.
This is what I heard about if you watched it. It was extremely politically charged. And no one cares about that.
Not surprising.
It's not surprising because a lot of the the award shows are going to be
right
this in this day.
Right.
But is extremely politically charged, and I'm just like not all about that. I just want to know who wins, and I want people to like who actually did well in music to win. Are these what we wrote down as our predictions?
If you would pull up on your phone the list of all the winners. So a few episodes ago, when we had Kuda on as a guest, I was going to say artist, not really artist, just as a guest.
He was our guest.
Yeah, right. We made predictions about who was going to win at the Grammys this year. And we are going to compare those predictions to what actually happened.
Yeah, so we kind of like made a call of who is going to win, of our guess of who was going to win and who we thought should win.
Right. Yeah, who would win and who, yeah.
Hello, pup.
Yeah, my dog.
One thing that I think we got wrong is how much Bruno Mars won.
Oh my God, yeah.
Unbelievable. But honestly, it's fair. That dude is so talented, and he writes some really, really good songs.
So I was reading an article. This is off of the Billboard website. Let's see. It was saying that
people are upset about Kendrick, and I get it. But Bruno
he won album, record, and song of the year.
Yeah.
And to win record and song for 2 separate tracks off the same album.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Dude, it was a killer record. Like the whole album was phenomenal.
He's the only the 9th artist to win the trio of awards in the same night. Only 9 artists have ever done that. And
does it have the other ones?
Yeah, Simon and Garfunkel, Eric Clapton, Adele, and Norah Jones.
Major artists.
Major, big time.
Right.
There was another one. It was saying about how where was it? Something about how he tied. He didn't tie. He was like 1 or 2 short
of having the most in the night.
So Bruno's total wins on the Grammy on the night was 6, which means he was just 2 awards away from tying Michael Jackson and Santana for the most Grammys won in a one night. Jackson won 8 in 1984 for Thriller.
That's crazy.
Santana tied the record in 2000.
Supernatural,
right?
Dude.
But okay, so let's previously on the Music
Cafe.
We made our predictions for this.
So, do you want me to?
So let's start with
Song
of the Year. I grabbed Song of the Year.
Song of the Year.
Okay.
The nominees were Bruno for That's What I Like, Logic for 1-800, Julia Michaels for Issues, Despacito, and 444 by Jay-Z.
Okay.
And whose predictions do you have?
All right, so I've got Joe. Now that I look back on it, I didn't complete the J in your name.
Class.
So
Nice.
Toe.
Nice.
Anyway.
If there is any confusion as whose guess that was. It
right.
may have been Toes. I don't know.
All right. Joe said, who should win? Bruno Mars.
Yep.
Who would win? Logic.
For real? I said that?
That's what you said.
Dude.
Okay.
You know what? I think I put Logic down a lot. He didn't win anything.
I know.
Which is surprising.
And
I figured it was going to be very politically charged.
Well, they snubbed all of the hip hop artists.
I
big
will
time.
say
and we'll talk about
it is
that.
fair that Logic got snubbed.
You think so?
I don't think it's a real snub. I think Kendrick got snubbed big time. He's been snubbed year after year.
It's true.
He's a real.
Well, I was reading about
like-
why they think that is because of the voting process, and we can get into that a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Kuda said Logic should win,
Okay.
but Bruno will. So he was right there.
All right.
All right. And then I said the same thing as Kuda. So I said Bruno,
Logic.
and then Bruno would win.
Okay.
So Kuda and myself were correct on the winners of that.
Next.
Let's go to album of the year.
Album of the year.
All right. Who are the nominations for
So
that?
we got Bruno, 24 Karat, Magic, Awaken My Love by Donald Glover, Jay-Z, Lord, Melodrama, and Kendrick Lamar's.
Oh, okay. So Joe said that Gambino or Donald Glover
That's who I said should win.
should win, but Bruno will. Okay.
I still agree
Joe,
with that.
Joe
and-
was right about that one.
I'm always right.
Kuda was way off, actually. He said that Gambino should win, but Kendrick would win.
Wow.
So, big fat goose egg for Kuda there.
Sorry, Kuda.
And then I was also wrong on this. I said that Gambino would win and should win. So only Joe got the album of the year correct there.
All right.
Okay.
What we
Let's
got
go
next?
to, I got record of the year.
Record of the year. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Okay. Again.
Nominations.
Nominations: 24 Karat Magic,
Yep.
Bruno, the song.
Yep.
Humble, Kendrick Lamar, Redbone, Glover, or Gambino. Story of OJ, Jay-Z, and Despacito with J Beebs, the remix. Go ahead.
All right. So, Joe, you said that Redbone should win, but Humble, is that right?
Oh, did I say Humble?
Yeah, would win.
Really?
Yeah.
Goose egg.
Kuda said Humble.
Humbo. Humble. You all right?
Yeah. Should win, but 24 Karat Magic would win. So Kuda was right on that. Oh, I forgot to put my phone in Do Not Disturb. I should do that.
This is very professional.
Remember for next time, I guess.
Yeah.
And I said that Redbone should win, but 24 Karat Magic would.
What did Kuda say there?
That Humble
Should.
but Bruno would win 24
Alright.
Karat Magic.
Yeah.
So myself and Kuda are right on that one. What else we got? We got pop vocal album. Why did we do that one? It
Pop
seems random.
Vocal album.
Mhm.
Okay, go ahead.
You said that.
You want me to do nominations?
Oh yeah.
We got Ed Sheeran's, Lady Gaga's, which I did not listen to. Don't need to. Imagine Dragons, Coldplay, Lana Del Rey, and Kesha's. Now, this is where we also went very wrong on this one, on the predictions.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said that Ed Sheeran should win it and would win it.
For real?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So you were right on that one.
Nice.
Although, so
I really did like his album. It was very good.
It was good.
He's a great
He's a
writer.
great
He's a
songwriter. Good performer too.
Yeah.
Kuda said that Ed Sheeran should win it, but Kesha would.
This is where we started going because
And then
we
that's
were
what I said
very
as
much
well.
on the politically
Yep.
mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's fair. I was surprised that she didn't win anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Both Kuda and I.
She didn't
were
win
wrong on that
anything, right?
one. Not that I heard of.
Yeah, it doesn't.
think so.
It didn't seem like it. All right, what's
let's
next?
Go. So I've got two more here. We did two more. We did best alternative. I think that was best alternative album probably or
Okay,
artist maybe.
Hold up, and I may have been right on this one.
Yeah.
I think this one was a pretty slim pickings on this one. Best alternative music album.
Maybe that's it.
We got The National.
Yep, this is it.
Gorillaz,
Yep.
LCD, Arcade Fire, and this is Father
John Misty.
Yeah, I think that's him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you said that the National would and should win it.
And they did.
And they did. So you were right on that. Kuda said that the Gorillaz would and should win it.
Not to make a bad pun here, but that album was just bananas. It was so out there. But then I think we talked about how that album was like, give it 5 years and then it'll start making sense.
Right.
Like,
oh yeah, that album was way out there.
It's so crazy.
It didn't quite make sense.
It's hard to grasp.
To vote. Yeah. And then I said that Father John Misty should win it because I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
But then the National would. So both you and I were right on that one.
Nice.
Cool.
What do we got?
And then the last one we did was Best New Artist, which we went into this last time. This is such a bogus category. Best New Artist. Where is it? Oh, there we go. So we got Alessia Cara, who came out with her first album, 2014. Yep.
Lil Uzi Vert, he is a new artist. Julia Michaels, Khalid, and SZA, which those are actually all like newer artists. But
right.
I mean, they all are. But
yeah, we all said that Cara would win it.
Yeah,
did she win it?
And she did.
Yeah. But so here's our beef with that one.
Dude, I'm thankful that Lil Uzi Vert did not win that. Oh my gosh, dude, he is such a punk. That's it. That's my rant. Anyway.
And the reason that we think this is because the artists that usually win this have been around for years.
Wasn't
and have
Bon Iver?
Maybe 1 or 2 or maybe 3 albums out.
Yeah.
That,
they just like hit like
superstardom recently.
Yeah, they came out. They're done with they're now in mainstream. It's like their first year in mainstream.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like it's such a gray line that it's like what do you decide is a new artist or not? It's all campaigning for which awards you want.
Oh yeah, well,
you know what I think is a huge snub. Sorry to Kendrick Lamar, but
that's all right.
Is Run the Jewels. Unbelievable. They didn't get nominated.
And you're a huge fan.
I'm a huge fan, and LP is one of the most phenomenal producers of all time, I would say. And him and Killer Mike have just this chemistry that is just unmatched, and they're unstoppable every single album. They are just, it's crazy, and they don't even get a nomination. They got nominated, but for a song that they were featured on for a soundtrack, and not for any of their original songs.
Yeah,
it's very upsetting.
Well, I was actually just reading an article. There's another article on Billboard that talks about why they think that hip-hop doesn't win that often.
Okay.
And so what they're saying is Grammy voters are generally known for good but not especially adventurous taste.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So more mainstream stuff.
Right.
They say that partly because the nature of the voting process ensures a middle-of-the-road result. And so they break it down here. Album of the Year nominees, and I'm reading from Billboard.com here. Mars, Lord, Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, and Childish Gambino. These seem like smart choices that recognize the commercial dominance of hip-hop. But Grammy voters who want to see hip-hop get its due...
Get its due. Have two choices.
Yeah.
It's just poor writing there.
Poor writing there. What they're saying is that they want to see it become, they put in its time, I guess. Have two choices, which are both fairly popular. Fans have adventurous pop.
Which I will call out. I will call out the BS on that one. Hip hop get its like due process, basically.
Yeah, it has.
It's been like 30 years. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah. But they're saying so while fans have R&B have two, one of which is far more mainstream than the other. Even if Grammy voters want a hip hop artist to win, one won't win unless a lot of them agree. So basically they're saying they have a couple choices that they can vote for, and both of them are pretty popular.
Right.
So if the voters split up and vote for either one, neither one is going to win.
Right.
Is what they're saying.
Which
I don't know if I understand that. While Kendrick Lamar and Jay-Z are fairly evenly matched, the former arguably made the year's best album, while the latter is the kind of Grammy kind of act the Grammy voter love to recognize later than they should have. That's true.
So they're saying, what did he do later? They recognized it after they made their
yeah,
choice.
they're saying that
between Lamar and Jay-Z.
Yeah, that Jay-Z's album is the kind of act Grammy voters would love to recognize later than they should. So later on, they'll recognize that it's good.
Yeah. I honestly don't know how
some awards coverage has suggested that Grammy voters still don't see hip hop as quote unquote real music,
which is crazy.
Yeah, that's BS.
And then they dropped the race card there. That's crazy.
Yeah, no. Anyway, regardless, Bruno Mars's album 24 Karat Magic is
I will say
really
it
good.
is fair.
Yeah.
It is fair that Bruno was chosen over Lamar. That is real competition there.
For sure.
Bruno is a serious musician.
Yep.
And so is Kendrick. So at least for this year, I don't think Kendrick should be as upset as the year that he lost to Macklemore.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
And then Macklemore went to Twitter like apologizing
for winning
over him because he thought that Kendrick should have won over him. So that I could say you could pull a race card on that one because Macklemore is garbage, dude.
Well, and he had
bad.
He had those like 1 or 2 hits, and now
they were huge hits.
And he fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, he tried it again. Yeah, he did have a new album come out, and they were after the I think it's The Heist is what it was called. He had another one come out after that, and I think they tried. He's got one playing on the radio. I think
he does.
I can't remember what it's called. It's not catchy. It's not very good.
He's
on the radio because he's Macklemore.
Of course.
But, dude, it's bad. Like, he is not good.
Gemini?
Oh, for real? He's got another new one?
That's 2017.
Dude.
What is this one song? No,
that's an
this is a
album.
Whole album. Oh boy.
It's glorious. The second song there. That's the one that's on the radio.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the album.
No. No, it's not.
Turn up the monitor level there.
What you got here?
Thanks. Woo! Careful there.
Have you heard this?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's just
not impressed by this.
It's kind of the same old thing. It's all over the place. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Now,
I'm not impressed with this.
Before Macklemore tries to sue us just to get a little bit more money that he's not making anymore. Things that I do want to recognize. Okay, best song for a written motion picture went to Lin-Manuel Miranda, who wrote the music for Moana.
That's good.
Have you watched that movie?
It's good.
It's really good. I just watched it the other day.
What else we got?
Rap song Humble. Kendrick got the win for that one.
Okay.
Chris Stapleton won Best Country Song.
Not surprised.
Best Rap Album went to Kendrick, which is great.
Good for him.
His competition was weak.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, seriously, no one's that
Jay-Z
good anymore. Tyler, the Creator, which I would say should have gone
like Lil Uzi.
second place. Jay-Z was on there, and then Rhapsody, I have no idea what that is, and then Migos album.
Oh.
So.
Got it. Yeah, he usually wins that one.
R&B song, Kendrick, which I think should have gone to Donald Glover, probably.
Yeah, but
best rock song went to Foo Fighters because let's face it.
Which song did they win it for? Concrete and Gold or
Run?
But I mean, there's really no other. Who else was nominated?
Is Go to War? Is that Greta Van Fleet?
I don't know.
Oh, Nothing More.
Oh yeah.
That's Nothing More. And then
They're
we've got
pretty good.
Metallica.
Yeah. They run
We've
their
got Avenged Sevenfold, Blood in the Cut. I don't know who that is. K-Flay. I don't know who
Yeah,
this is.
Foo Fighters are the more popular out of that. All that.
Yeah, there's just not much competition for
No.
rock anymore.
No, they win like
Rap
record.
performance, rock album went to The War on Drugs, which I think it should have gone to Queens of the Stone Age. But that's fine.
Sure.
Or Mastodon's album. I loved it. It was so good, dude.
I'm not a fan.
Dude. Anyway. Pop duo performance, Feel It Still. I think we were talking about that. That was an easy one. Okay. Here's where I had problems. The spoken word album went to Carrie Fisher. Of course she was going to win that.
Well, yeah. Who else?
I don't know. We got Bruce Springsteen, Bernie Sanders, and Mark Ruffalo.
Wait. For a spoken word album?
For a spoken word album, we
That's
got
funny.
Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run, which maybe, is that supposed to be a joke that he doesn't really sing? Hey-o! Anyway, Neil deGrasse Tyson had a spoken word album.
Yeah.
Shelley Pekin, but Carrie Fisher,
Well,
come on.
yeah.
I-
If they didn't vote for her, like, there'd been like crazy uproar.
Dude, they
there.
nominated her. Dude, I mean, that's all I have for that.
What else we got?
Okay. Metal performance went to Mastodon. Good for them.
Okay. Yeah.
Producer of the year
Okay, this is a big one.
went to.
Whoa. Who are the nominees?
It's Greg Kurstin, who
For-
did Concrete and Gold, Dust
Okay.
Till Dawn,
Oh,
Wall
yeah.
of Glass. No ID did Jay-Z's the autobiography. I don't know what this is. I can't read the rest of it. Calvin Harris, The Stereotypes, which did basically Bruno Mars's album.
Yeah.
And then Blake Mills, who
Who did?
Darkness and Light. What else did he do? Band of Horses. He does like
That's good.
yeah.
It's a good band.
But
The Bruno Mars producer.
no,
No?
Greg Kurstin for Foo Fighters
Oh,
won
yeah.
it. And you know what? I think this
I mean,
is an
pretty good.
also hip hop snub category. Is that? Let me put this one out. This is one year that I was upset by this one.
Uh-huh.
Producer of the year went to someone who did rock production or something like that.
Okay.
But DJ Mustard was also nominated, and he put out so many top 100 hits that year. Like, this was
Sure.
maybe 2 years back.
Mhm.
DJ Mustard, that's all you ever heard was a DJ Mustard beat on the radio, pop or rap.
Yeah.
And
Here's-
and how many songs he, like, I will say, like, it's not that great of a production. It's kind of like, or it's not that, it's very simple songwriting, I'll say.
Mhm.
But the fact that he was able to make so many number one hits, that should be a clear win for him.
I
But
think
I
the
think he
reason
was snubbed.
for that is, well, kind of to the point where that article was talking about how the voters are more quote like mainstream and more traditional,
Yeah.
right? So, and I feel this way about they've become two different like types of producers. People call them producers. There's more like the beat maker,
Mm-hmm.
right, who will create the track for a hip hop or rap album or whatever it may be. And then there's the people like myself who are more the traditional context of a producer that not necessarily write the beat, but can like arrange the songs and record the stuff and help make creative decisions. They're more encompassing.
right.
So my guess is that the voters kind of recognize that more so, unfortunately, for
Mhm.
hip hop as a producer. But okay.
Right.
I think he's a great producer. I think I didn't like the album that much, but I think that
For Foo Fighters?
for the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
But he has done some really good work in the past, and he definitely took the
Is
Foo
he
Fighters.
still there? He's still their same producer as before, right?
No.
Oh.
So the last two albums were Butch Vig, who is the producer for Nirvana.
Right.
And then when they did this album, that guy also has worked with like Adele and
He's big
major
time.
pop artists, right? And so he took that album in kind of a different direction than the Foo Fighters, like rather than the grungy, like guitar driven sound.
Yeah.
That album is definitely more lyric based and melody based and vocal based,
Right.
rather than just like the
Right. I will say
2-4 backbeat and the grungy guitar sound.
right, and I'll say that the production quality definitely on Run isn't that great.
Isn't that great?
No, I think it's pretty compressed. You know what I'm saying? It's just
that's
exactly.
music in general right now,
I know. It's upsetting.
except for jazz.
Except for jazz
and bluegrass type stuff.
and like classical, but like
but
anyway.
Side note. Okay, well, what else we
Best
got?
recording package. I don't really care about this
Yeah, I know.
thing, but they gave 2 winners. I'm tired. I don't like this participation ribbon crap. Someone wins or someone doesn't win. This happened again with, I'm just going to skip right through all these.
Damn
it's a lot
millennials.
Dude, it's like you win or you don't. Like, okay, hold on.
What else we got? I'm holding on, Joe.
Hold. Best gospel performance. We've got, oh my gosh, there were a ton of people that were nominated for this. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 people got nominated for
That's
this.
a lot.
How
many winners were there?
3.
There were
3 winners. Unbelievable. I don't even care that there were so many people nominated. You either win or you don't. But it does. I will say it looks like it's from the same group. Never Have to Be Alone. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Never Have to Be Alone.
You know who would know?
Don Hill.
You know who would know about
Gary.
this? Exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Gary.
Yeah, he would. I wonder what he thinks about this multiple wins. I think
Probably the same
you
as
either
you.
win or you don't.
Probably the same as you. Something. All right. See if you can find an example of just like a goofy made up topic, because I run into this actually every year. They like,
make
quote
something
unquote
up.
invent. Yeah, there was like, or they mesh 2
You know what?
genres
It
into
wasn't-
one
it wasn't-
category.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad this year,
Okay.
honestly. It was pretty straightforward from when I read through it. But yeah, they used to be like best contemporary artist with a saxophone or something stupid like that. It was like insanely specific.
Yeah. Oh, also
just to give someone
I'm
an
curious
award.
to see who won best motion picture soundtrack.
Oh shoot. Best soundtrack.
Yeah, who was nominated?
Now we've got best compilation soundtrack
No.
went to
Okay.
La La Land.
Oh, that's good. I'm okay with that.
Best. Where the heck is that? I feel like I saw that earlier.
Because I know John Williams was nominated yet again for Star Wars, but I wouldn't be surprised if like Moana was nominated or
Best musical theater, best rock performance, best country album. I don't really have these any good. I'm just gonna Google it.
Okay.
Best. It'd be musical score, wouldn't it? Film score.
Yeah.
Who won it?
My guess is it was John Williams.
It was probably John Williams.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it! Why is this so hard to find? Oh, here we go. I just gotta scroll down. It started at like 1950. No.
Who won?
La La Land. That was the category. They changed the name.
Really?
From the one that I'm seeing here, and it doesn't look like John Williams was nominated.
No, I know he was nominated
We've
for
got
something.
the nominees is Johan Johansson,
This was
Hans Zimmer,
This was compilation album though, right?
Yeah, but no, those are original scores. La La
Interesting.
Land and Dunkirk. Those aren't
That's true.
compilations.
That's true. Yeah.
Hans Zimmer got nominated for, along with Benjamin Wallfish, Pharrell Williams, and Hans Zimmer. Hidden Figures. And then Hans Zimmer got another nomination for Dunkirk.
Yeah, he does a lot of movies.
Yeah, that's kind of like his gig.
I suppose he gets paid for that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway,
should we move on to our article for the day? We spent like an hour going through this. I
30
hate the
30
Grammys so
minutes.
much, dude, but
30 minutes.
this is all I pay attention to at this time of year.
Yeah. Did we want to talk about that article?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. So in previous episodes we've been talking about like publishing and copyright laws and what we think like infringement on them, what we think justifies, and what doesn't, who's stealing what, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And a mutual friend of ours sent us an article, which to be honest with you, I just skimmed, so I'll probably have you, and I'll read it as you go, as you talk about it.
So let me break it down.
Yeah, okay.
It was there's 3 artists or bands.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Hollies, and can you see when their song came out? Because they're the first one.
What song was this?
It's gonna be somewhere down in the article. It's gonna show like when that song came out. I don't know, just kind of skim for dates there. It was like the 70s maybe.
I don't know.
Anyway, let me just kind of break down. It
ago.
came out a while ago. Okay, so here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Oh wait, stop right there.
Mm-hmm.
This is just the thing that I need to make a point of.
Okay.
It's that first, the paragraph down.
This one?
Yeah, so it shows the chord progression. So they are basing this off of what they say is an obscure chord progression that no one can come up with the same chord progression. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the Hollies came up with this chord progression for their song, and then which is a 1-3. It's a
4.
major 1, major 3, major 4, minor 4. Right?
Is a weird.
It
totally
is a weird chord
Beautiful.
progression, but you can't say that no one can come up with that.
That's fair.
But that's not where the problem lies.
Okay.
It's that they have that, and then the melody kind of follows the same patterns.
Yep.
Now, this is a lot of theory stuff right here, but I think that this is a huge stretch on the argument of copyright.
So, side note, each one of these songs. So the Hollies,
Right.
Radiohead, and Lana Del Rey are the 3 artists that are in question here.
Right.
Each song was recorded in a different key, but with the same chord progression.
Right.
And a very
So,
similar melody line.
It's like one's in C major, one is in G.
Yep.
Or one's in G and one's in F.
or
B-
C, B flat.
B flat. Okay. So they're different keys. They use the same chord progression. And then this is the part that bothers me. They talk about using the same structure of melody. Now, if you look at the actual sheet music, they have parts where it's highlighted that they kind of repeat things, but clearly there are other things added or these similar steps. So, okay, just to break this down.
Yeah, right here.
One is the Hollies used a half note tied into an eighth and then had 2 eighth notes and then another eighth note tied into the first eighth note of the next bar.
Okay.
Now,
Right.
they figured that that's the same as Radiohead's dotted half with a rest and then a quarter at the next measure.
But it's the same melody. It's the same movement.
It's not, though.
Well,
it's
no.
not.
But
Look
you go
at
from
because
the G to the A here.
right, but that's crazy. That like
Right. Same motion.
So
same melody line, but they added some stuff.
okay, so let me kind of break this down of where I have a problem with this.
Okay.
Is that let's say I have a song that uses a G and an A at some point, you know?
Right.
The point at which I got there should not matter unless it's exactly the same. these aren't exactly the same. On the sheet music, they are not the same. The Hollies use 3 extra notes, and they do a different passing up to their A.
Mm-hmm.
And Radiohead has a hold on, what is that? Is that the G that they're on there?
Yep.
And then they go up to the A?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So, but they just hold the G, and then they go up to A.
Right.
That is crazy that they have a problem with that.
Another point that they make is that all 3 of them are in a very similar
Tempo. They're beats per minute.
Yeah. Where did they? I was trying to look where I put that. One was like.
But
80,
it's not exactly the same.
No.
But they're
Holly's
slower.
82, Radiohead's 93, and Lana Del Rey 103.
Right.
So. Yeah.
Then going on to Lana Del Rey in this equation is that she has some parts that have some similar patterns as they highlighted as Radiohead, but they happen at different points in the measure.
Right.
So how is that even fair?
I feel like I get where they're coming from. Same chord structure, very similar melody patterns, melody lines, movements.
But only at like small parts. It's
Right.
not even like they're stealing the full melody of like a
similar,
you know.
But if you can say that this, and actually, I think we're going to post this article on our Facebook page so that people can read about it.
Absolutely.
And kind of see what we're talking about here. In fact, I should do that now. Let me just quickly post this article to our page so that people know what we're talking about.
I think is that Gracie that says? She says, "Hey, I know them." LOL.
LOL.
Hey,
Gracie.
Yeah.
So if
dude,
you can,
what? We're live. We're posting things as we're podcasting. The future is now.
now.
The future's now.
Right
man.
now.
And coffee.
And coffee. Okay, so if you can say that this argument is, I don't know if they are, I don't think that they're saying it, but they're making a case for it, then you can say any blues song ever written is
Right.
just infringing copyright.
And
there would be lawsuits all over the place. So, the question is, can you copyright a chord structure?
Right.
Which I don't think you can, because there's only so many chord structures that you can
There
create.
are a limited
There's
amount
a
of chord structures.
finite amount of chord structures.
There's a limited amount of chords that you can use. Now, their argument in this article is that, and with Radiohead and the Hollies and stuff, is that, you know what? There is an infinite amount of melodies that you can use. Go find your own.
Yeah.
But even so, they didn't even steal the full melody. They only
Stole, like,
and it's not
highlighted
even
portion.
stole, dude. It's not even stole. It's just that they have little moments where they have similar movements.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the same thing. It's just that the movement from one note to another is somewhat similar, or not even that far. It's just that they use the same notes. So that it's like, let's say we have a G to an A. The Hollies used 3 passing tones to get to their A. And then Lana Del Rey, let's say she used 3 passing tones to get to an A. But it's at a different point in the measure. It's just something that happens in her song.
Right.
And the Hollies look through her music and like, hey, man, we used that at one point. That's crazy. So it's almost as like, where does it end? You know, like, can I not use any of the notes in this key? Because there's only so many notes that I can use to actually have the song make sense.
Right.
And on top of that, there are certain ways that you have to move a melody in, one, that it can be acceptable for like pop music, which all these musicians are pop music, and 2, even in theory, you have to move your melody in a certain way to actually resolve a chord.
Right.
This is basic theory.
Songwriting.
Yeah. And that's just how music works.
Well, and everyone else, like, if you're justifying this, there's a video on YouTube by the band called Axis of Awesome.
Yeah.
It's called the 4 chord song.
Right.
Literally every pop song you've ever heard are structured.
And they don't have a
in the
problem
same
with
chord.
it.
Right.
They don't have a problem with it. Who cares?
Right.
But the audacity to say that you can't use any similar notation as I did, even in another key, at another point in the song,
Right.
in a different part of the measure,
And it's
and
the
using
same tempo,
different
though?
notes,
Yeah.
and it's kind of the same tempo, and it uses different notes in between. Maybe you used a G at the beginning, and then we both ended on an A. I have a problem with that. Where does it end?
Right.
You know, that's ridiculous.
It's a very interesting article, though.
Did they settle this yet?
I don't know. Remember, I just skimmed it. Probably should have read it before this.
And you know what? What the heck does Radiohead have a problem with Lana Del Rey? They got more money than you can imagine. So just chill out, Radiohead. Tom York. Because that's what it is. It's the Hollies had a problem with Radiohead, and then Radiohead had a problem with Lana Del Rey. And the reason that the Hollies got tied into it is because Radiohead had to make the Hollies the co-songwriter of Creep.
Well, in another
because that's how they settled out of that lawsuit.
Yeah. Basically, the authors just saying the aim must be to try to achieve some balance with musicians being informed, cognizant, and careful while they're in the same time rights holders not being able to be perceptive. Recognizing that while, yes, music is a business, the creative and cultural should not be overlooked. Interesting.
But they're trying to make the point that this is fair.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair.
That's infringement?
That the level of
Oh, yeah.
that this level is not infringement. This is just parallel thinking
I agree.
to its core. And then so to put it, the other point is that they make this point in the article is that Lana Del Rey has parts or movements in her melody that are similar to Radiohead's, but she does not have movements that are similar to the Hollies, yet she has to have legal issues with both of them because the Hollies are now a co-songwriter on The Creep.
Right.
Did I just say The Creep? I meant
Yeah,
Creep.
you did. The Creep.
On I was going to say the Radiohead song, and
Creep.
yada yada.
I get it.
Anyway, so it's just crazy to me because she doesn't have anything to do with the Hollies, yet she does have to get wrapped up into it as if these are all the same song, which they are not. Listen to any of them. They're not the same song.
No. Well, and another, if you know, another point that has to be made if a lawsuit's going to stand up in court is that the artist you have to prove that artist was aware that this other song was written. Right. We talked about that between the Led Zeppelin and the what was their name? I don't remember the other band's name.
Like Taurus, right?
Taurus, yeah.
Right.
There's songs like they're on tour together, you know, whatever it may be. And, you know, 10 years ago, that was easier to prove because we didn't have the internet to like share songs all the time.
So let's say I just want to start. This is the way that you could pretty much start scamming the music industry.
Yeah.
In this way is that you can just start looking up any sheet music you want and find anything that is somewhat similar, that has similar movements to what you have. Like, let's say that this thing holds up in this case. Then I could just start going through sheet music and find any famous song that was written after me. And then I could just start being like, oh, that's a little bit similar to mine. That's similar to mine. Take him to court. I'm going to go get some money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's BS.
Right. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it. Because what we said, there's a finite number of notes that you can use and chord structures that work and make sense. And
right. And especially in pop music, there are certain things that just are catchy, you know?
Yeah. That people like.
All right.
Exactly.
I don't think any of them went out and deliberately stole things from each other, but
right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I have issues with that.
So we're always looking for discussion topics on that. There's another article out there that we can save for next week, but it's about like the reinvention of copyright laws recently. So.
Oh, for Illinois.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely need to go into that. But then what I would suggest for Gracie, if you're still watching.
Yeah.
And to anyone, comment on this post. Let us know what you think and your take on this article, because I think it's crazy, and I just want to know what other people think about it, or any other theory buffs out there that want to look at those notations there.
Yep.
And see if you can see what my issue is with that.
Yeah. Just maybe justified or not. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I hate it.
Anyway. So that wraps it up for for that discussion.
Yeah. We are working on getting new guests in here and having more videos up aside from the main podcast.
Yeah, so again, to reiterate, we're going to keep doing these Facebook Live videos. We're probably going to try to keep them on like Wednesday mornings so that it's a consistent thing.
Yeah.
We're going to then post the videos and the audio like we've been doing on YouTube and SoundCloud.
Yep.
But then since now that we're starting to get more into the video stuff, we're going to start doing some live songwriting sessions.
Yeah.
As kind of a side venture versus our normal podcast.
Any guest artists that want to come in and make little loops or whatever
Beats
with us, that'd be fun.
Put down some tracks, that would be cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna keep doing that. One thing I want to bring up before we wrap it up, is you and I have talked about this the last couple weeks. JT's new album.
It's phenomenal.
He has 3 new songs out.
It's coming out this Friday.
Right? And
second.
He is
already coming out.
Playing for the Super Bowl halftime show, in which I don't think there's any coincidence that the album is coming out 2 days before the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because he's partnering with Chris Stapleton.
Yep.
And a couple others on this album. My guess is he's going to bring those guys out.
We should
on the halftime show.
We should see who can come up with the should we have like a prize or something? Like who can come up with that? Yeah, who can come up with if someone can come up with the exact set list.
So I think
when is the Super Bowl this weekend?
It's this weekend.
Yeah, we'll make a post like whoever can come up with the exact set list that can come to a show or something. I don't know.
Something. We'll come up with
something. I don't know.
But I think that they will probably open. They may open with Suit and Tie.
I think it's gonna be Sexy Back.
Or maybe Sexy Back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that they are going to close with either Mirrors or Goes Around Comes Around.
Yeah.
And then the second to last song I think is going to be the new Say Something with Chris Stapleton, and he's going to bring out Chris Stapleton to sing on that.
Second to last?
The second to last, because they'll quote unquote close with that one, and then they'll do their encore, one of his big hits, Mirrors or Goes Around Comes Around.
Got to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, everyone should look forward to that. Him and I are looking forward to that. Cool.
That's that.
Thanks everyone for listening and now watching. We hope to keep doing this. As Joe stares creepily into the camera.
So where it says live right there and then nothing else, does that mean that no one's watching right now?
I think there's like
let me see what happens when
2 or 3 people watching.
Let me see what happens when I pull it up.
So this is gonna be liveception here, where Joe pulls up the live video of ourselves
while we're trying to wrap it up. Yeah.
We've gone off the rails now, I think.
Oh, totally. Whatever. Gosh dang it. Why is it so hard I hate this app.
To navigate.
No, not.
Because
there it is.
Wow.
Yeah, it says one person is watching, which is me.
Well, other people were watching at some point.
Yeah.
Because I saw it pop up on the phone.
All right.
So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This wraps it up for episode 10.
Bye-bye.